Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at this Pandaoo smartwatch. Here's a quick look at the packaging for you. This is a pretty good little entry smartwatch. It's actually the first one that I've ever had the opportunity of testing, and I actually like it. It's got some pretty cool features, but at the same time there are some negatives to it that I want to make sure that I point out. So we'll go ahead and dive right in. Again, this is the box that it comes in, pretty plain. Just a little label to tell you exactly what it is. I do like the packaging though, in the sense that, you know, once you open it up, the watch is kind of presented to you. So I think that's pretty neat. So we'll go ahead and pull the watch out. As you can see, the one that I got is in the bronze color. It's actually quite attractive looking. I was actually very surprised at how nice it looks. So we'll set the watch aside for just a second, and I want to show you what else you're going to get. It does come wrapped in this little bag, but we'll throw that aside. You will get a USB charger. As you can see, it just uses a micro USB. So if you've got an Android phone, most of which use a micro USB charger, you can use the charger that you've already got at home or work or in your car. So that's actually pretty cool. Here are the instructions. Pretty decent. It doesn't go into a tremendous amount of detail, which I don't really care for. I wish that it would, because there are some issues that I think having better instructions would help with, but you know, we'll talk about that in just a second. So if you read the description of the watch, you probably saw that it mentions a SIM card, and apparently you can get a SIM card and use this as a actual cell phone. To be honest with you, why you would do that, I'm not really sure. I'd much rather use a cell phone than a watch, but that's just my opinion, of course. So you're basically just going to take the back plate off. You can see there's your battery, and you'll take your battery out, and then there, of course, is where you would put the SIM card. So if you want the option to be able to do that, you know, it's definitely available. Personally, that's not really anything that I'm interested in, because you know, if I'm going to be using a cell phone personally, I would much rather have a 4, 5, or 6 inch screen versus something that's just an inch. So again, just my opinion. So you can see your charger is here on the left side, or the port rather, and it is protected by this little flap. So we'll close that back up, and you only have one button right here front and center, and then on the top you can see your camera and microphone, and then I forgot to mention this, your speaker right here on the back side. So we'll power it up. Just hold the button, let you guys watch what it does. I'm not going to go into a tremendous amount of detail with all the modes and functions and all of that good stuff, because it just takes a you know, it's just going to take a while. So you can see I've already paired it with my cell phone, and you can see it is connecting. So that's via Bluetooth, of course. So using it is very simple. Basically, to turn it on, press the button. That'll show you your clock. Obviously, because I took the battery out, it reset, so I'm going to have to change that later. But you get a couple different clock faces, and to change them, just tap on the screen. You get 3 of them. Not sure if you can add more. Haven't really looked into that. So those of you who may be a little more tech savvy than I am can possibly tell. But it's cool that you get a couple of different ones, and it's going to it's going to automatically save it. So if we switch to that one, then press the button to turn it off, it's going to go right back to it. So to get into the phone, just gonna swipe it away, and there's our menu. Obviously you can make phone calls via Bluetooth, and the call quality is actually pretty good. I was actually pleasantly surprised by it. You can sync all of your contacts and everything, so that's neat as well. A few tool functions, favorite contacts, alarm, FM radio. This is kind of strange. It says please plug in. I don't know if you can see that when you try to turn the radio on. Please plug in earphone. Well, there's nowhere to plug one in, so maybe I'm missing something, or I'm just dumb, but hey, it doesn't work, so keep that in mind. And your audio player. So that's kind of your quick tool menu. To go into the rest of the menu, obviously you're just going to press menu. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can hopefully see a little better. You've got quite a few different settings and options. You can go into settings and adjust your brightness, your call settings, your messaging settings, just about everything. You got a calculator. You can access your call log. Messaging, for me it doesn't work, and I'll tell you why. One, you scan the QR code right here. Alright, it's not a trusted source, so my phone kind of rejected it, but I installed it anyways, and even after installing it, I wasn't able to access text messages. So I did uninstall the Smartwatch app from my phone, simply because it's not a trusted app, and for fear of hacking or whatever. I did delete it, so keep that in mind. You're probably not going to be able to connect it via that application. At least I wasn't. So you can see you've got your alarm, calendar. You can change the theme, which is the color and everything. Sound recorder, your camera. I know you probably can't see, but camera's not that great, but I mean it's decent enough for a device like this. So you're not going to get a 10 megapixel camera, but at the same time I don't think anybody's really expecting that. So you can see you've just got some other little applications, and you can of course adjust all of those and where they're positioned and everything. Really I like this for the audio player, and I'll show you how to do that. And sound quality is actually pretty good. Volume is nice. We can turn it up. So pretty good. That's what I like using it for, that and taking phone calls. So overall, for the money, this is a pretty good smartwatch. It's really attractive. I like the way it looks. It's full of features. You can just kind of check it out just by looking through the menu here. You can see all the features that it has. Personally, I think it's a pretty good buy. I don't think you'll really be disappointed. However, I am a little bit concerned about the application, like I said, so kind of do that at your own risk. So if you have any other questions, leave them in the comment section, and thanks for watching.